Hello everyone, welcome to our Medieval Dynasty survival guide. We're talking about animal vendors today in the Oxbow map specifically because I believe I already have like a video on how to find certain animals for the valley. But today, a lot of people are playing Oxbow instead, and it's helpful to know where you gotta go to get these animals. Now, if there is a quick way if you want to just do it yourself, and that is to speak to any kind of villager and then just ask them about farm animals. I guess we'll kind of go up to this guy just to kind of
How can
give
I
you an
help?
example. We can say, where can I find farm animals? And we'll just say, since we're here in Ostoya, we'll just say goats, and he'll say Ostoya, and then you can say thanks. So that's kind of like a quick way to do it if you don't remember off the top of your head where to go. But otherwise, I'm just going to quick show you where you can find these animal vendors in each of the towns on Oxbow specifically. So here we are at Ostoya, which is right down here. It's the kind of like fishing village of the map, I would say. And they do have goats here, very adorable. They sell goats, and they also sell sheep. So they're kind of like on the, because this is like a, half the village is on land, half the village is like on the water. They keep the animals on the land part, so like that's kind of like the entrance to the village, I would say. So just kind of head down there and you'll find the goats right over there, and then the sheep are actually just right across from them, which is kind of convenient, I have to say. You'll find them kind of in the back here in their own little pen, paddock, whatever they might, whatever this is. There's quite a few of them here, actually. There's a lot, they have a lot of sheep in this one. And if you want to buy sheep, you just go up into them, and I'll put my header on so you can see, and you literally just buy directly like that. So yeah, and then I think one of the guys around here, I know there's like some sort of farming person right over there, I believe is their symbol. You can probably buy animal feed and whatever you need from them, from that person there in Ostoya. So that's in Ostoya. Our next village that we're going to go run over to is Skauki. I'm sure that's how you say that. And we'll show you what you can get in that village. We have arrived at the really cute, to be honest, town of Skauki. They're all about their mine. They have like a mine right there that they have access to, and they have this amazing stone bridge that I wish I could make. But anyway, coming into Skauki, these guys sell chickens and donkeys, and I believe the chickens are kind of like in the back somewhere. I have to remember where they put them actually. But you basically kind of come up here. And these guys are all kind of, situated up against this cliff. And I actually really love the layout of this town, I'm not going to lie. I think it's just kind of fun and interesting. But here's the chickens. Like before, you could just buy them right like that. It's actually pretty cheap, I have to say. And they kind of all congregate here by the coop. And that is where the chickens are. Now, there's also donkeys, which I am always all about the donkeys in this game. And they happen to be on the very far side, so you kind of have to take this road winding by the little river here, and then you'll find the donkeys in the far back. There they are. Look, they're just so adorable. They're ready to do all the heavy lifting for you. So that's where you can find the donkeys. So if you want chickens or you want your donkeys, go to the town of Skauki, something like that. However it's said. That is where we're gonna go. Now we're gonna head to Klonica next for the next vendors that you can find there. So let's head there now. We are entering the village of Klonica, and Klonica sells just one farm animal, and that is pigs, which as a farmer kind of player, very important for my my particular needs, my farming needs. So this is the town of Klonica, and if you want pigs, they're hiding kind of right over here. They're easy to miss because they're kind of tucked out of the way, which I mean makes sense. Pigs are quite pungent, we'll say. But yeah, you just kind of come down the main drag, take a left, when you see these little guys right here. There's a few of them on hand. There's not like too many. Obviously, as the years go on, there'll probably be more in here. But we're just in the first year here, so there's not there's a handful available basically. But yeah, you just go ahead and you can go ahead and like just go up to one that you want to buy, and there you go. I wish I had enough money because I really need to buy pigs, but whatever. But that's really the only kind of farm animal that you will find at Klonica. So if you need them, come on over here. Now, our last town that we're going to go to is Piastovia. And honestly, I was a little surprised that Piastovia didn't have all the farm animals, because they kind of have like every kind of vendor there in that little merchant circle, but they don't have all the farm animals. So if you do need a farm animal, obviously you need to go to the right town for it. But it does have 3 remaining farm animals, so let's go ahead and see which ones those are. We have arrived at Piastovia, and kind of on the, I suppose, like the southern, we're in the south, right? Yes, the southern entrance to Piastovia. You'll find the horses right over here. They have a very big kind of like paddock area, which I love for them. Good place to kind of stretch their legs. And so this is where you can go and buy your horses. There's this lovely black horse right here that I really want to buy. Definitely don't have the money for it right now, but that is what it is. The other farm animals that you will find here, we'll kind of go right around because for the most part they're outside of the village. For the most part, a few of them aren't. But you can find cows. I think some of them might be hanging out in here, but I think they actually might be out in the fields. But sometimes they're in here. Usually, like if the day has progressed, they'll be outside. Just gonna push through everybody. And they like to hang out in this big old field over here, which is awesome. I kind of love that they kind of have like this area just where the cows can kind of hang out. They have a large number for you to buy too. So if you want a lot of cows, Piastovia, that definitely has it there for you. So you can go ahead there and grab your cows that you need. And then the last animals that they sell here are geese, and I believe those are inside the actual village. It's the one animal that they keep inside of the town here. And I think, if I recall correctly anyway, they're actually closer to the southern entrance. They're kind of like, again, kind of tucked away, kind of like how the pigs were, and I guess even really the chickens were. So I think they're just right over here somewhere. There we are. Here's our geese. Yeah, so you just find them right here. They're in this like little coop area, and it's right by the southern entrance. So there's our southern entrance that we first saw when we loaded in. Excuse me. You just kind of enter, and then you just take a little left right here, and you'll get your geese. And that is basically all the animal vendors and their locations in Oxbow. Like I said, it's kind of, I thought it was I was surprised they didn't have all the animal vendors just here, just because they seem to have that for like all the other vendors. But, you know, not a bad thing that they do keep it spread out, much like the valley. So if you need a specific animal, that's where you can find them. And then obviously, if you don't want to watch this video ever again, which I don't blame you if you don't want to, you can just ask any old person and they will tell you where you can find a specific animal. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I will see you in the next one. Until then, keep surviving and keep thriving.